What's going on, everybody? I'm Guns for Hire and welcome to Game Flash News. Woo-wee, is Activision PO'd. They are not happy and they're throwing down the gauntlet. Apparently, a representative of Activision has basically congratulated Rockstar Games, developers of Grand Theft Auto 5, saying, "Good job, you did it. Don't get too comfortable because we're taking our records back." Which is not gonna be easy because Rockstar Games actually set several Guinness Book records. I think it was around 6 or whatever. I'll put a link to them in the description if you're not aware of them. But basically they're all around, you know, generating the company, entertainment company, to develop or to basically earn $1 billion the fastest in 24 hours. The most money generated for any, like, whether it's video games or entertainment, movies, doesn't matter, within 24 hours. That's a lot. That's $1 billion in one day. That's a tremendous amount of money. And good job. I mean, everyone went crazy over Grand Theft Auto 5. Still selling. One of the biggest sale numbers. I think it was 11.2 million copies of Grand Theft Auto 5 sold in 24 hours. That's a tremendous amount. Now, long term, are they going to beat out, you know, like the huge successful series, certain titles, like the #1 best-selling Call of Duty game, which is Modern Warfare 3. I know some of you are like, what? We're not talking about what is the best game. It just happened to sell the most. Modern Warfare 3 sold the most copies. I think is it close to 40 million? Maybe around 40 million. Or close to thereof, maybe 30, I don't know, whatever, it doesn't really matter. I did a video on that not too long ago. Anyway, that is the #1. Will they meet that? You know, is this a very front-loaded, front-heavy sort of game? Grand Theft Auto 5 is what I'm talking about. You know, did they sell a lot and then the sales just sort of slumped? You know, will they make it long-term? Is this a game that will sustain itself? With the backlash of the online, GTA Online, I mean, that's kind of a sting, but the game itself is mainly played for the single-player campaign, the open sandbox sort of world of all of that stuff. That's really what it's known for. The multiplayer is sort of like, hey, here's an additional gift. It's really not what Grand Theft Auto is known for. It's like sugar. It's the icing on the cake, although cake usually should have icing, shouldn't it? That Activision doesn't care. They're confident that Call of Duty Ghosts is going to take those records back. I don't see it happening. Personally, I don't see it happening. I'm not bashing Activision. I'm not bashing Call of Duty. It is a power, you know, it is a powerful force in the gaming culture. Whether you hate it, love it, doesn't really matter. You cannot deny the power and the success of the Call of Duty franchise. Regardless if it continues to trend downwards, Call of Duty Ghosts is still going to sell in the millions. In a year or so from now, it's going to probably have 20 to 30 million copies sold. The same thing going to happen with GTA 5? I don't know. That 24-hour period, though, looking at the sales, knowing now, comparatively, with the number of weeks leading up to the release of Call of Duty Ghosts, in comparison even to Black Ops 2, which wasn't as successful as Black Ops or as Modern Warfare 3, although we are still, you know, within the first year, but obviously sales have slumped quite a bit. It's normally in that first year where you see almost all the sales. So even though it's lower, I don't see it happening. I mean, we had the peak. And with Call of Duty Ghosts, it's like they've got to win back that audience again. It's still going to sell millions, don't get me wrong. But is it going to set records? I don't think so. The pre-order sale numbers of Ghosts versus Black Ops 2, which Black Ops 2 is like the start of the slump, if you were looking at that. If we were projecting with the crystal ball into the future. It is the start of the slump. Modern Warfare 3 at the peak, and then we start sliding down. How is Ghost going to beat that? Activision, I know that you've got to stay confident. You're like, no, we will do it. We have a lot of shareholders that will, you know, and our stocks will start plummeting if we start seeing that we can't hold it anymore. I know, you've got to be optimistic. But sometimes it's good to be realistic. I don't see it happening. Grand Theft Auto 5 has the title, and until you create something, maybe it is. Maybe on Ghost people wake up, maybe you have created something that's really good, but it's certainly not going to happen on day one, not in the first 24 hours. I do not see you guys breaking those records. That was a crazy thing that happened with them. Rockstar, congratulations. You really got under Activision's skin. Oh, you did. We'll have to see, though. Anything can happen. Who knows? Maybe they do. Maybe they pull it off. Maybe all these numbers, you know, are slow, and then everyone's like, oh, we're just kidding. We love it. Yeah, Ghost. Boom. Bye. 24 hours. $1.2 billion. Crazy. We'll have to see, though. It's coming up real soon. Do you think they're going to be able to do it? Do you think Activision has it in them? Maybe not this year, maybe in the next year, when we're talking about a Call of Duty that's only on the next-gen systems. Do you think if they really try and innovate, if they really try, that they can pull this off again? Can they bring the phoenix from the ashes? Can Call of Duty rise once again as the greatest selling first-person shooter game ever? What are your thoughts on that?